My name is Elise Butler, and welcome to the 2021 Black Celebratory Virtual Celebration. Please join me in the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, sung by Jack Williams III, Class of 2021, School of Music, Theater, and Dance, followed by the Libation Ceremony, presented by Elizabeth James, Program Associate for the Department of Afro-American and African Studies.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song. Sing a song. Sing a song. Taught us. Sing a song. Sing a song. Sing a song. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Let us march on till victory is won.
Greetings, I'm Elizabeth James from the Department of Afro-American and African Studies. Before you were even formed, God knew you. While in your mother's womb, God named you. At your birth, God's breath filled you with life. Today, we celebrate what you have become at this moment in time, and so we pray. God of our beginnings, we thank you for the gifts of these graduates, their excitement, their awesome wonder, and their curiosity, their open speech and encouraging words. Their contributions have blessed and challenged us, and we have become a richer and more diverse community because of them. As they step forward into the world that awaits, comfort their fears with the full knowledge of your divine presence. Strengthen their resolve to walk and guide their feet as they move through life, protecting them from the pitfalls of darkness, while they help to lead future generations into the warmth and promise of your light. We ask this blessing upon each of them, in the name of those who have joined the ancestors. We say, Ashe. In the name of Cecily Tyson, we say, Ashe. In the name of baseball hero Henry Hank Aaron, we say, Ashe. In the name of Motown's supreme songstress Mary Wilson, we say, Ashe. In the name of rap legend Earl Simmons, also known as DMX, we say Ashe. And for those who died over the past year due to COVID-19 and needless violence, we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. God bless you all.
My name is Alyssa Haw, a member of the 2021 Black Celebratory Planning Committee. It is my pleasure to welcome the faculty, staff, parents, friends, loved ones, and most importantly, the graduating class to the 2021 Black Celebratory Virtual Celebration. On behalf of the class of 2021, I would like to thank you for joining us, as you have played a major role in lifting each and every one of us. For this and much more, we are grateful. Class of 2021, please give yourself a round of applause for this major achievement. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Robert Sellers, who will share a few words. Dr. Robert Sellers is the Vice Provost for Equity and Inclusion, Chief Diversity Officer, and the Charles D. Moody Collegiate Professor of Psychology and Education. In his role, Dr. Sellers works with the Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs on matters related to the diversity at the university, as well as a broad range of academic issues, including the budget, faculty tenure, and promotions, and student enrollment. He oversees operations of 5 central administrative units. Dr. Sellers received his Bachelor of Science degree in psychology from Howard University in 1985 and his doctorate in personality psychology from the University of Michigan in 1990. After completing his doctoral studies, he became faculty in the Department of Psychology at the University of Virginia for 7 years. In 1997, Dr. Sellers returned to the University of Michigan as a faculty member in the Department of Psychology. Over the years, he has served in numerous roles within the department, including serving as the department chair from 2011 to 2014. In addition, he has appointments in both the School of Education and the Institute of Social Research. Please welcome Dr. Robert Sellers.
Hello, my name is Robert Sellers, and I'm Vice Provost for Equity and Inclusion and Chief Diversity Officer here at the University of Michigan. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the Black Student Digital Graduation Celebration, or the Black Celeb. This celebration highlights the accomplishments of our Black student community. Class of 2021, you've experienced unparalleled times in this country during your time here as a student at the University of Michigan. You've witnessed a once-in-a-century pandemic, a divisive political campaign season resulting in assault on the US Capitol, as well as far too many incidents of hate and racism in our country, and far too often on our campus as well. Yet through all of these incidents, the class of 2021 has not only endured, but also time and time again risen to the occasion and overcome adversity. It is this resilience that lets me know that you all have what you need to not only succeed in the next phase of your lives, but also all that you need to make a difference in the world. As the late civil rights leader John Lewis often said, you have all what you need to go out and make some good trouble. So as you begin that journey into your post-Michigan life, please know that you've also made a difference here at the University of Michigan. While you take a piece of U of M with you out into the world, also know that you are leaving a piece of yourself here as well. Michigan is, and Michigan always will be, your home, and you will always be welcome here. As we celebrate your achievements today, it is only right for us to also acknowledge your families and other personal support networks for the roles that they have played in getting you to this moment. Because we all know that you would not be here without them. So to them, I simply say, thank you and congratulations. Now, finally, as an alum of the University of Michigan, it is my pleasure to welcome you, class of 2021, to the club. It's a very special club to be in, to be a part of the Michigan Mafia. It has many privileges, but always remember, not only does membership have its privileges, it also has its responsibilities. So congratulations, class of 2021. Way to go. You deserve it. And forever, go blue.
Thank you, Dr. Sellers, and greetings, everyone. My name is Keonta McKinley, member of the 2021 Black Celebratory Planning Committee. This year's theme is Black Treasure, Powerful Beyond Measure. And presenting the theme statement will be the Black Celebratory Planning Committee, followed by a Black Celebratory Spoken Word, presented by Jolanda Chi Angong, class of 2021, College of Literature, Science, and the Arts.
Black treasure is the most opulent embodiment of excellence in existence, which has historically belonged to descendants of Mother Africa, a race of people deemed the blueprint for every aspect of life.
Such treasure is powerful beyond measure, untarnished, ubiquitous, and highly coveted. Black treasure can only be harnessed by those who take great pride in their Blackness.
We require that the brilliance, the innovation, and the joy that Black people have brought to the world be acknowledged. From music, movement, academics, and activism, we have made our nation what it is today.
Complex systems have been built on the foundation of our strong backs and our radiant geniuses. And complex barriers have been built to restrain us from living out our majesty as the heirs to all the earth has to offer.
But like a phoenix from the ashes, we have victoriously overcome what was designed to overpower us.
As we move beyond our present place, we will apart from one another physically, but remain forever spiritually connected. Encouraged to take pride in our existence and experiences, unyielding to anyone who says differently.
The world tells us in so many ways that we are not welcome here, but that fuels our fire to change that narrative. Black people span the entire world, shifting space and shaping time with our mere presence. Without us, where would humanity be?
The power we possess is infinite, and we hold it in our very being. We are not a treasure that needs to be found, but one that is ever present, individually and collectively, powerful beyond measure.
Greetings to university officials and leadership, friends and family, and to my fellow graduates. Congratulations. It is an honor for me to stand here and share with you all words which highlight and detail our collegiate experiences. We have truly made it, and today is our day to celebrate. Congrats, graduates, as each and every one of you deserve all the success and happiness which is coming your way. Now, today I have written a poem as my speech, which I hope makes you reflect, feel empowered, and remember the greatness in each and every one of you. The title of my poem is 20 Days. 20 days. This is the number of days I had been on the University of Michigan's campus before attending my first protest, having one's identity targeted before even understanding the meaning of leaders, and best, a detail of my experience as a Wolverine, of learning to be a voice, a ripple in calm and rampant seas. As Black people on this campus, we entered with a unique spark. Quite interestingly enough, to be ignited never required it to be dark. We held a peculiar voice, a flame, which burns even when the world assumes that everything is okay, a voice, a flame, which is critical even when injustice is not seen clearly in the day, a voice, a flame, which never burns out. Our spark never dims, only to intensify and run wild, sometimes small, but never mild. We entered this place with a unique spark, but we have been tried. There were moments when some of us questioned if we would make it here. There were moments when some of us questioned how we would survive here, walking with our heads held high while simultaneously wondering how we would get by, we move forward with heavy loads on our sides. Yes, our sides, because when so much has been placed on our backs, we begin to carry elsewhere. Black people, we carry, while our never dimming spark allows us to still make strides. How do you even begin to celebrate a class so strong, yet so compassionate, delicate, but consistently passionate? Our success and growth is no accident because we were born with a peculiar richness. You see, there is a treasure which adds to our uniqueness, Black treasure. Imagine an underground cavern filled with the rarest, richest, the most pristine, home to creators. The treasure which each of you has displayed in uncountable ways, our time here as creators, game changers, each and every day, 20 days. A reminder that we have time, but it is quick to be taken. We have worked and tried. We've persisted. We have learned not just how to challenge the present and enrich the future, but grip the past, create new histories, leave unique marks. Our mark, Black UMich, we have made our mark. The words of Maya Angelou, and still I rise. Well, we have risen. Even when we were ready to fall, we have risen. Even when we had to crawl, because we were born with Black treasure, because we were born with a spark which the world needs and will never dim. Our spark will never dim. Thank you.
Greetings. My name is Christopher Floyd, member of the 2021 Black Celebratory Planning Committee, and we are honored to have Dr. Harold Waters as our special Master of Ceremony. Born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, Dr. Harold Waters began his career at the University of Michigan as a summer bridge student back in 1991. After completing his Bachelor's of Art degree in Psychology and English, Dr. Waters went on to get his Master's of Art degree in Counseling Education and worked for several years as a teacher, assistant principal, and principal in the Detroit public school system. He also worked as a high school guidance counselor and NCAA coordinator for a public school district in Georgia while working on his Doctor of Philosophy degree. Dr. Waters has presented at several national conferences and written articles on the political process theory and the constitutionality of ballot initiatives designed to end race-based affirmative action programs in higher education. Dr. Waters worked for the University of Michigan from 2012 to 2019 as an academic advisor and then the director of the Comprehensive Studies program. Since 2019, Dr. Waters has worked as the Executive Director of Academic Advising and Student Services for the Dornsife College of Letters, Arts, and Science and Adjunct Professor for the Rossier School of Education and Educational Counseling Program at the University of Southern California in Los Angeles. Please welcome Dr. Harold Waters.
Thank you, Chris. I would like to acknowledge President Schlissel, Provost Susan M. Collins, Vice Provost Robert Sellers, Vice President Martino Harmon, deans, administrators, and staff for their continued support for the Black Celebratory. Now I'd like to introduce our 2021 Black Celebratory student speakers. Please join me in welcoming Jalen Bradley from the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts, who will deliver the undergraduate student address, followed by Raquel Ellis, graduate student from the School of Social Work, who will deliver the graduate student address.
Greetings, distinguished guests, administrators, staff, faculty, friends, parents, and everybody else who may be joining us from around the world today. Then, of course, I must recognize and say congratulations to the graduating Black students of the University of Michigan. It is truly an honor to be here in this space. Whether this celebratory event ended up being virtual or in person, and I could not feel any prouder of us than I am right now. This is all because today is the day of celebrating our many accomplishments, recognizing our worth, valuing our collective and personal contributions to this institution, and laughing or crying as we reflect on all the experiences that we have had here. There may have been the missed hours of sleep, cramming for exams or assignments after spending countless hours at either Tina Tuesday or Thirsty Thursday, if not both, or working at places around campus where you hope will allow you to study in between working. Then there was catching up with friends and running into someone in the back section of the original student union before renovations. You know, where the air conditioner or electric plugs would work sometimes, or the heat would be on full blast in the winter. On a serious note, these years of memories may have gone by fast for some of you, and for others, it may have seemed like they went on forever. Regardless, you can sit back, relax, and live in this moment. A moment filled with this great accomplishment of completing your undergraduate studies at the University of Michigan. I want to especially shout out the first-gen students on becoming the first in their families to embark on this higher education journey. You and your family should be very proud. No matter if you are a winter 2020 graduate like I was or a spring 2021 graduate, we are about to fully embark on our dreams, passions, and opportunities to make a difference in this world. Even if you are still trying to figure out what those dreams are or what your calling is in life, you are on a great trajectory because of your own accomplishment at this point in time. Now, let's be real and recognize the challenges that are in our future. We are still living in a global pandemic that has disproportionately affected the Black community. Also, as Black UMich, we have had continuous conversations surrounding the hashtag BBUM movements, thanks to the Black Student Union, members of the Divine Nine, and other countless Black student organizations. We still recognize that we must work harder than most because of our identities and who we are proud to be, unapologetically Black. We are part of an exceptional class that has already persevered through so much and not being afraid of some good trouble. On campus, we as a community have faced hate speech, racial intimidation, and so many other personal experiences that we simply cannot forget occurred during our time here. Don't forget how we were blocking the roads near the Kim building so buses could not go past, all to make our voices heard on the changes that need to be implemented. These changes for us to feel more included and respected as Black students. You can recall when members of our class rose up at the Regents meetings, President's House, and other places on campus demanding administration to act on racial injustices. These are just a few of the many things we have experienced here, but we are resilient and powerful as we advocate for ourselves. Folks in the college Gen Zers, the generation to not to be played with. I concur, because we will have representation and melanin in every field, domestic and international, period. We are going to continue to break any glass ceiling that is above our head, as our ancestors have always done, and this has gotten me so far in my own journey in politics, law, and public policy. My journey has been filled with continuous setbacks, obstacles, and testing of my character or faith. But this did not stop me from going on to further my career in education. I am headed to Georgetown University this fall to study public policy and to begin my legal education. This is all the while I stand tall because of the shoulders of my many ancestors. Black treasures, now is the time for you to take that power that you possess and do something great. Remember, we are a graduating class full of leaders and go-getters with the determination, the drive, and the dynamics to face adversity head-on. We were and still are powerful beyond measure, and also graduating Black Wolverines who will forever go blue.
Greetings, family, friends, faculty, staff, alumni, and the memorable class of 2021. My name is Raquel Ellis, hailing from San Francisco, California. It is with great honor that I am granted this opportunity to serve as the graduate student speaker for this year's Black Celebratory virtual celebration. As we take this time to use this platform to celebrate Black excellence, I want you to take this time to acknowledge your Blackness, embrace your originality, your uniqueness, your outright gift on what makes you Black treasurer. Being powerful beyond measures, rising through all trials and tribulations that were set before you. Please take this time to give yourself a pat on the back. You are here at this very moment to solidify your success. Although this past year is not what most of us were expecting as we continued our education, this milestone in your life is definitely worth celebrating, regardless of circumstances. Last year, starting my first fall semester as a graduate student at the University of Michigan, so was not what I was expecting. In all honesty, I had some underlying hope deep down that life will go back to normal. I hope for new and exciting opportunities to support and help expound my social work career. And I had the chance to connect in person and network with like-minded individuals. As most of us may have wished for the full university experience, it just wasn't ideal. So I had a long and rough battle with myself about deferring a year away from school. For this past year, I have been challenged to work beyond measures, to never limit my abilities, and to believe in the power I hold as a Black woman. With strength and perseverance. Yes, I am graduating from Zoom University, but I am never limited to new opportunities because of this. Establishing a strong connection to the university has increased my sense of self-identity and quality of life. Here I stand today, proud to say that I am graduating from the #1 school of social work. I have become resilient to all obstacles that were set before me, opposed all naysayers, and combated all with the grace of God's power. The remarkable late Chadwick Boseman once stated, "I don't know what your future is, but if you are willing to take the harder way, the more complicated one, the one with more failures at first than successes, then you would not regret it." He added, "Purpose is the essential element of you. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your existence is wrapped up in these things you are here to fulfill. As you embark into the work world, please always remember, success does not come without hardships. And hardships help build good character. Everyone's journey and story are different. But we are all here together to celebrate your accomplishments. As we lift every voice and sing, we are Black treasurer and powerful beyond measures. Congratulations, class of 2021. You did it. And remember, go Blue.
Thank you, Jalen and Raquel, for those wonderful words of encouragement and inspiration. And now, Black Celebratory Planning Committee members Jasmine Williams and Kiwana Taylor will present the 2021 Black Celebratory Cornerstone Awards. Founded in 1999, the Cornerstone Award is given annually to a member of the University of Michigan faculty and staff. The award recognizes the unique contributions and assistance that these individuals have given to enhance the academic and social progress of African American students at the University of Michigan. This year, the Cornerstone Awards will be presented to Dr. Eben Dotson, Assistant Professor in the Department of Health Management and Policy, and Andarius Taylor, Academic Advisor for the Comprehensive Studies Program.
Hello, My name is Jasmine Williams, member of the 2021 Black Celebratory Planning Committee, and it gives me great pleasure to present the 2021 Faculty Cornerstone Award to Dr. Eben Dotson. Dr. Dotson is an assistant professor in the Department of Health Management and Policy, the faculty director for the Summer Enrichment Program, and the director for the Health Equity Leadership Pipeline Collaborative at the University of Michigan School of Public Health. Dr. Dotson's research topics include organizational theory and behavior, health equity, leadership competencies, health professions pipelines, workforce diversity, predictive assessment, health literacy, and community health. In HMP, Dr. Dotson teaches courses in organizational behavior, leadership, and health equity management. He is the Student Case Competition Faculty Director and is the faculty liaison to the HMP Alumni Board. Within School of Public Health, Dr. Dotson supports recruitment and retention pipeline program initiatives and advises the student organization Public Health Students of African Descent. On campus, Dr. Dotson enjoys his work with the Edward Ginsburg Center, the Center for Interprofessional Education, and the Men of Color Faculty Writing Group. Dr. Dotson serves on the University of Michigan School of Public Health, Health Management and Policy Program Alumni Board, and several of his community service efforts are focused on mentoring the youth, especially young men. Thank you, Dr. Eben Dotson, for your leadership and support to all students, especially students of color within the School of Public Health. It has not gone unnoticed. Congratulations on becoming the recipient of the 2021 Faculty Cornerstone Award.
Hello everyone, my name is Kiwana Taylor, member of the 2021 Black Celebratory Planning Committee, and it gives me great pleasure to present the 2021 Staff Cornerstone Award to Indarius Taylor, Academic Advisor for the Comprehensive Studies Program. The core of his identity is spirituality and a relationship with God, as he always acknowledges the seeds of faith that were sown into his life and will impact his career. After high school, Indarius only had faith that he would go to college, as he had never had the pre-college experience. His dream school was the University of Michigan, but he was too intimidated to apply. During the summer of 2005, he was invited to attend the Academic Career Empowerment Program at Central Michigan University. This will lead to him becoming an active leader in the student body and the first point of contact for many Black undergraduates as they enter campus. With his Bachelor's of Science degree in Interpersonal Communication and a Master's degree in Educational Leadership, he has been able to make a remarkable impression in the lives of countless students. Assuring the support, advocacy, and success of Black students has always been and will always be one of the top priorities of his career. Every student interaction is highly valued and has been a distinct feature in his advising leadership style from the beginning. Now, as an esteemed advisor and an asset in the Comprehensive Studies Program, AC has had the opportunity to impact Wolverines from all over the world. One of his most treasured goals is to never be out of reach from a student in need, especially Black or underrepresented. No matter how far he goes in life and in his career, his humbling walk with Christ and desire to please God is what keeps him sound and centered. It is also the reason behind why his services to scholars, colleagues, and people from all walks of life is so intentional. Thank you, Indarius Taylor, for your diligence and service to all students. It is greatly appreciated. Congratulations on becoming the recipient of the 2021 Staff Cornerstone Award.
Thank you, Jasmine and Kiwana. Please join me in a virtual round of applause as we congratulate the recipients of our 2021 Black Celebratory Cornerstone Awards. We will now have Danielle Williams to introduce our special keynote speaker.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Danielle Williams, and I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker, U.S. Representative of Michigan's 14th District, Congresswoman Brenda L. Lawrence. Congresswoman Brenda L. Lawrence represents Michigan's 14th Congressional District that includes a portion of Detroit, the city of Southfield, and 16 other cities located in Oakland and Wayne counties. Living in the 14th District her entire life, she was first elected to the U.S. House of Representatives in November of 2014 and has been re-elected in 2016, 2018, and last year in 2020. Congresswoman Lawrence serves as co-chair of the Democratic Women's Caucus and second vice chair of the Congressional Black Caucus. She's the vice chair of the powerful House Appropriations Committee and serves on the subcommittee on Labor, Health, and Human Services, Education, the subcommittee on Commerce, Justice, and Science, and the subcommittee on Financial Services and General Government. She is also a member of the House Committee on Government Oversight and Reform, where she serves on the Subcommittee on Government Operations. She serves in a lot of capacities. Born and raised in Detroit, Congresswoman Lawrence is a product of Michigan's public school system. She is an alumna of Pershing High School and earned her bachelor's degree in public administration from Central Michigan University. Before she began her career in public service, the Congresswoman had a notable career with the U.S. Postal Service. In November of 2001, Congresswoman was elected as mayor of the city of Southfield. She was the first African American and the first woman to serve in that position. She previously served on the Southfield City Council, where she was elected president in 1999. Additionally, she sat on the Southfield Public School Board of Education, where she served as president, vice president, and secretary. Congresswoman Lawrence and her husband, MacArthur Lawrence, are the proud parents of Michael and Michelle. They also adore their granddaughter, Asia. Join me in the warmest welcome to the Honorable Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence.
Hello, University of Michigan graduates. It's a privilege and honor to be able to speak to you today and to be part of the 28th annual Black Celebratory graduation. My name is Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence, and I serve as a United States representative for the Michigan 14th Congressional District, which includes the city of Detroit and 18 other cities. The University of Michigan is an educational powerhouse in our great state and around the country. And its success and reputation is because of the dedication and commitment of your academic faculty, administrators, and everyone else who keeps the campus running smoothly. I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to you and to all the parents and family members, loved ones, and mentors and friends for being on this journey with you and for you. While I know this isn't the celebration you envisioned at the end of your undergrad or graduate career, I want you to really enjoy this moment because you earned it. And you deserve to feel the joy and accomplishment from working hard toward your degree. If there's one thing this pandemic has taught us, that despite adversity and challenges, we are resilient, determined, and courageous. And more than ever, you will need these traits when you make the next steps in your life. Not only do we celebrate you receiving your degree, but we celebrate Black excellence. We have young Black graduates who are heading out into the world, and you're heading out to put your stamp on this society, on this generation. I'm so proud of you. For some of you, you may be the first one in your family to graduate from college. That is not an easy feat, and you should be so proud of this milestone. Knowing that you're inspiring your younger siblings, cousins, and even older family members to get their higher education. Every person has their own story, and those stories will be vastly different from the people you attended college with. So I grew up on the east side of Detroit. And those of you from Michigan, we often say, East Side. I grew up on the east side of Detroit. I graduated from Pershing High School. I attended Corville and Nolan Middle School. And I finished my education at Central Michigan, obtaining my degree in public administration. After that, I spent nearly 30 years working my way through the United States Postal Service. I had a yearning for public service, and I ran for the Southfield School Board of Education. I served there as president of the school board, and then I continued on to serve and was elected and served on the Southfield City Council. But then I did something bold. I ran for mayor of the city of the Southfield, and I became the first African American and the first woman to ever serve in that capacity. In 2014, as my yearning for public service continued, I ran for the United States Congress, and I have been serving there now going on my 4th term. I serve in Congress as the co-chair of the Democratic Women's Caucus. I am the 2nd vice chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, and I am co-chair and founder of the Caucus on Black and Jewish Relations. I sit on the powerful committees of oversight and appropriations. And on appropriations, I serve as the vice chair. I'm working tirelessly on appropriations to make sure that the federal tax dollars are spent appropriately in our communities. It's always a privilege and responsibility to serve the American people, and I never lose sight of that. Public service is honorable. I'm reminded every day that I'm the little black girl that grew up on the east side of Detroit, and now I walk the halls of Congress, which were built by slaves. I stand on the shoulders of so many amazing people who paved the way for me, who broke glass ceilings, who died, cried, prayed, who to ensure that I would have the opportunities that I have. There are plenty of times when you will need help and support along the way. I challenge you to make an impact on the world today and on your life by supporting others and allowing those of us who want to support you. Last year was not an easy year for African Americans, as we know, dealing with an unprecedented pandemic that disproportionately attacked our communities. At the same time, we were facing a national outcry against racial injustice in America. I know that you're fully aware of what's happening in our country, and I know many of you want to make a difference to change the status quo and build a better world for yourself and for the next generation. Your celebrations theme illustrates the influence that you have and will have. Black treasurer, powerful beyond measure. We need you. This country needs you. The community needs you. And your family absolutely needs you. We need your creativity, your passion, and forward thinking to address our country's most pressing problems. You're going into a world with a world-class education. There will always be bumps along the way, but you will survive. You will learn from those bumps and become stronger and better prepared to face the next challenge that you will ultimately face. I challenge you to show those around you what Black excellence is all about and never back down from a challenge. As my friend and former colleague, the amazing late Representative John Lewis, he said, never ever be afraid to make some noise, to get in good trouble and necessary trouble, because accomplishment and change never comes without resistance. I want to say congratulations on all of your achievements. Congratulations for sticking to the task. Congratulations for being that treasurer and showing how powerful the Black race is in America. I want you to know that while we make strides every day, we need you. I need you to do great things and to make sure that when you get the opportunity, you stand up. I got your back. Congratulations to you and your families. Thank you.
Congresswoman Lawrence, thank you so much for joining us today to enlighten and inspire us all. Next, we will present the Moody Mott's Lifetime Achievement Awards to our worthy recipients. The Black Celebratory inaugurated the Charles Moody and Lester Mott Lifetime Achievement Award in 2019. This award is named in honor of Dr. Charles Moody, who served as the first Vice Provost for Minority Affairs from 1987 through 1993, and Dr. Lester Mott's Executive Vice Provost for Academic Affairs from 1994 to 2014. Both Dr. Moody and Dr. Mott were academic giants, engaging in academic excellence through teaching and research in addition to their administrative roles. Each year, we honor outstanding retired or retiring faculty and staff members for their career commitment to student success at the university. This year's Moody Mott's Award recognizes three giants: Dr. James S. Jackson, Monique Washington, and Professor J. Frank Yates. Dr. James Jackson was the Daniel Katz Distinguished University Professor Emeritus of Psychology and Research Professor Emeritus in Research Center for Group Dynamics in the Institute for Social Research. For many, he was the face of ISR for an era, directing the Institute from 2005 through 2015. Since beginning his career at U of M in 1971, Jackson was a highly recognized voice in the field and beyond. His research efforts includes carrying out a number of national and international surveys of Black populations and several studies of racism and xenophobia in Europe. His teaching centers on the intersection of social and biological factors in physical and mental health, racial and ethnic group influences, and discrimination and racism in an international context. Dr. James Jackson became known for his studies of race, relations, and disparities in minority health. His pioneering National Survey of Black Americans began in 1977, has generated a wide range of influential research. The Program for Research on Black Americans, which he founded in 1976, has been an important center for research and training, producing a leading group of scholars. Jackson's contributions have earned him numerous distinctions, including elections to the National Academy of Medicine, National Academy of Sciences, and the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. Jackson's leadership roles spanned the social sciences, health, medicine, and science. One of the most notable is his appointment by President Barack Obama to the National Science Foundation's National Science Board, which advises Congress and the President on national science and engineering policy. He has served on numerous advisory committees in the National Institute of Health and received many award recognitions, including the University of Michigan's inaugural Distinguished Diversity Scholar Career Award, an award that now bears his name, the James S. Jackson Distinguished Career Award for Diversity Scholarship. Dr. Jackson, we thank you for your enormous service to the university and the field, both in leadership and mentorship. Your extraordinary vision and influence will never be forgotten. During Monique Washington's 40 years of service, she served in academic affairs and student life leadership roles. Her commitment to a quality student experience from recruitment, admissions, enrollment to graduation impacted undergraduate and graduate students, including non-degree and non-traditional students. The experience as a Rackham graduate student in urban planning shaped how she served in those roles, in the roles of Associate Director of Undergraduate Admissions, Assistant Director of University Housing and Residential Education, and Director of Admissions and Academic Records and Dissertations for Rackham Graduate School Administration. Monique's guiding principle, to whom much is given, much is expected, influenced her advocacy for services, policy, and procedures that aligned with the evolving student needs and university goals and priorities. Recognition for significant contributions to the U of M committee were presented by Human Resources, President's Offices, Provost's Office, and Women of Color Task Force. Monique left a legacy of servant leadership, collaboration, continuous improvement strategy, and mentoring. Presently, Monique and her husband, Daryl Washington, reside in Ann Arbor. She is an active member of several nonprofit organizations serving the community, and she provides mentoring to youth and college students. Monique, we thank you for your leadership and service to all students within the U of M community. It has not gone unnoticed, and we are forever appreciative. In 1969, Professor J. Frank Yates joined the University of Michigan faculty as a lecturer, was promoted to assistant professor in 1971 after receiving his PhD from the university, and spent his entire academic career in Ann Arbor. Upon retiring in May of 2020, he was the Arthur F. Thurnow Professor Emeritus of Psychology and Professor Emeritus of Business Administration at Michigan Ross. Serving more than 50 years on the university's faculty, Professor Yates' contributions were immeasurable. His groundbreaking research defined the field of judgment and decision-making. Throughout his career, he was recognized with numerous awards and honors, including election to the prestigious American Academy of Arts and Sciences. In the late 1960s, he was instrumental in forming what is perhaps the longest standing association for Black graduate students in psychology, the U of M Black Students in Psychology Association. Then, as a graduate student in 1970, he envisioned a service to improve Black students' academic success, which ultimately became the Comprehensive Studies Program and a Black Studies Center, which became the Department of African American and African Studies at U of M. In 2005, he founded and directed Michigan Ross's Preparation Initiative, a thriving learning community designed to foster the excellence and success of undergraduate business students from economically distressed backgrounds or from racial or ethnic groups that historically have been underrepresented in business leadership. In 2016, the Psychonomic Society announced a new award named after Professor Yates, the inaugural J. Frank Yates Student Travel Award, supporting diversity and inclusion in the cognitive science by providing graduate students from underrepresented groups with cash awards. In recognition of these contributions, Professor Yates received the Harold R. Johnson Diversity Service Award in 2019. Professor J. Frank Yates, we thank you for your contributions to diversity, equity, and inclusion at the university. May your legacy live on through our students for many generations to come. Please join me in congratulating our 2021 Moody Mott's Lifetime Achievement Award recipients. And now, for the moment we have all been waiting for, the presentation of the Black Celebratory graduates. So without further ado, I present to you the graduating class from December 2020 and the entire class of 2021. Let's give our Black Celebratory graduates a virtual round of applause. Now, a welcome to our new alums from Sharice Steele, Chair of the University of Michigan Black Alumni, followed by closing remarks from the 2021 Black Celebratory Planning Committee member, Ashley Hayes.
Newest Michigan Wolverines, congratulations on your graduation and welcome to the family. I'm Sharice Steele, Chair of the University of Michigan Black Alumni. The UMBA, as we're known, was founded in 1976 as the reunion of Black graduates. Myself, I graduated from LS&A with a DAS concentration in 1997 and walked across the stage at the Black Celebratory at Hill Auditorium. And I'd like to thank OWAMI for keeping the tradition alive. The University of Michigan is celebrating our 45th anniversary this year. I'd like you to go to our website, www.umbagoblue.org. That's umbagoblue.org, and add yourself to our contact list. In addition to adding yourself to the contact list and talking about UMBA, I'd like to give you 21 things to keep in mind as a new graduate. Okay, so you know I'm playing. Just top 3 things. Bear with me. The 3 pieces of advice I would have is the third. Organizations take you farther. It's attractive to stay with your peer group or those who may have graduated with you a few years ago, but you are crossing over into decades of Black alumni in all facets of corporate, independent entrepreneurship, and government. Please get in contact with us, join us, because organizations will take you farther. The second thing is, please stay current on your debt. It might be attractive. You might miss a payment. Set them up on auto pay. I'd really hate for a 9th or 10th grader to graduate from Michigan before a 30-day missed payment falls off your credit report. Take it from a 20-year financial planner. Please stay current with your minimum debts. And the top thing is to stay connected, to stay in touch with each other, stay in touch with staff, stay in touch with faculty. Our connections make us stronger, like point number 3 with organizations. You're going to have rough times. You're going to have great times. Share them not only with your friends, but the community. There are people coming behind you, and they need to know what it was like during your time and how to make it over. And we've done it. You've done it. And number 1, stay connected. So in conclusion, I just want to reiterate my congratulations on being in the Black Wolverine family. And I'm so proud of you. The UMBA is waiting for you. And we'd like to celebrate you when it's safe to do so. So congratulations and go blue.
Now, as we leave behind our roles as Black undergraduate and Black graduate students, let us begin to explore the hidden treasures of our royalty as Black educators, Black social workers, Black engineers, Black health practitioners, Black lawyers, Black senators, Black performing artists, Black policymakers, and informed and caring Black citizens. For we are powerful beyond measure in our mission to serve, to lead, and to govern across the nation and the world. A great appreciation to the 2021 Black Celebratory Planning Committee and for our committed staff advisors, Gregory Thomas and James Logan. Thank you for all that you do. Again, thanks for being here and supporting the 2021 Black Celebratory Virtual Celebration. And now, as a special added please, we close with farewell messages from our faculty and staff and group pictures from various Black student organizations and graduates. Have a great day, everybody, and forever go blue.